internet. It's the BTB Internet Talk Show. Special guests, Pandemonium, Dean Martin. If you've got the internet, you get a talk show. Here's your host, Mr. BTB himself, Scott Curtis.
That outro is still a little bit too long. I got to fix that. Anywho, it is the last BTB Internet Talk Show of the year, and it's going to be a good one. Dean is here. I am here. I am wearing my new, I don't know, it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex that shoots fire at a Christmas tree type sweater, sweatshirt, whatever it is. It's very polyester. It's I'm sure I'll be sweating like a pig in this thing, but I'm doing that. I'm drinking a Westy IPA. That's a local brewery here, Bare Hands. And I'm also drinking whiskey and root beer. So it's going to be a good night, at least for me. This is the BTB Internet Talk Show, which is a companion to the Behind the Bits podcast. The Behind the Bits podcast can be found on all your apps by typing in Behind the Bits and just saying, I'm going to subscribe. So that's how that goes. Let's get this show going, shall we? Let's bring out Dan Bublitz Jr.
Hi. Oh.
Joli RX.
Hey.
And the real PJ Keen.
Ooh.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Great.
And we've got Sarah McPeck might be back. I think she might have had some technical issues because you know the internet. You know, it just ain't good. But it sure is. It sure is good to have you guys. PJ, did you get a high def camera there, buddy?
I'm using a phone. That's why I'm going to try to.
Oh, you're looking super high def.
Oh, then yeah, I do.
Crisp, very crisp.
Yeah, you look good. So I know you guys a little bit, but why don't you guys introduce yourselves and tell me what you're all about? Let's start with Dan, since he is to my right and maybe your left. I don't know.
All right. Well, my name's Dan Bublitz Jr. Obviously, you can find me on the social medias at D Bublitz Comedy, stand-up comic based out of St. Paul, Minnesota, and the host of the Art of Bombing podcast, available wherever you find Behind the Bits.
Yeah, same place. I mean, you can type in the Art of Bombing, and then you can type in Behind the Bits, and you can just hit subscribe on both, and then you're set. Because that's that's all the comedy podcast you need, except for maybe Hot Breath. Hot Breath is another.
They're the only two comedy podcasts that exist.
The rest of them.
Don't make them think there's other podcasts out there. These are the only two.
And they're both like 3-word names, Art of Bombing, Behind the Bits. So it's got a nice ring to it, and it's easy.
Exactly.
And I just popped a link up for Dan. You got a show going on this weekend. I know because I'm on one of the nights. I think I'm on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I popped links up to tickets for that. That's a pay what you want, get a ticket, and watch a lot of great comics.
2 shows, one Friday, one Saturday, 2 different lineups on each day. Comics from across the country. It's going to be a great show. So.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I might want to get a set together sometime between now and Saturday, huh?
I'll just wing it. That's
what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing.
It's like they say with virtual comedy, if it isn't going well, just shut your computer. You can say it was a technical issue.
That's right. Just shut that baby down. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this action here. Let's talk to. Actually, I'm gonna do this, so it looks like I'm looking at the camera. So Joli RX.
Do I look this way?
No, you're good.
Hey,
you're good. You don't.
What's up?
You don't have to look at me. So you are the person I know the least here, but I know of you. Tell me all about yourself, will you?
Cool. Man, what is there to know about me? Oh man, I'm the host of the Blue Mic. It's a weekly R+ rated comedy show that's been going since May. I created the Comedy 24-hour comedy marathon in July for International Joke Day. And I do comedy marathons with my brand Rampantly. And we also have a platform for other virtual mic hosts to use for listing and managing their lists. And Rampantly produces about 5 or 6 shows a week. And we're always looking to take on new shows and help them use the Rampantly platform. It's rampantly.la for our shows. So
Fantastic. And I have
Yeah.
to say that you have the best graphics of just about all of the online comedy stuff. I really love the graphics.
Thank you. The graphics are my passion. We're at the point now with the platform. So I design all the visual deliverables for the shows, and then we incorporate other hosts, banners and whatnot when we do our major comedy marathon events. But we're at the point now where we're bringing in other producers to use our tools to list for their shows, because we have our performer community of like 600 comics, so all the profiles on our site and all this. But I'm having to like pare back on the designy stuff that I love to make it more, clean and kind of white label. So it means a lot to hear that compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. Micah says, hi, everyone. Micah's always there.
Hey,
Micah.
Everybody knows Micah. Hi, Micah. How are you doing? So I understand I think we had a couple interactions on the old Facebook, and I understand that you're freakishly tall, Jolie. Is that correct?
I am freakishly long. It's a lifestyle choice of mine to be prone this year. We'll see if it carries over to 2021, but you got to measure me with a tape measure like a fish these days. But yep, I'm 75 inches, baby.
So what was it like growing up freakishly tall?
I think when I was young and tall, the issue wasn't quite so much that I was tall as that I was insanely thin. And when it was like a kind of puppy syndrome. Like I remember when I got my first pair of basketball shoes and they matched everyone else on the team, but everyone in the team looked good in them except for me because my feet were this big and my ankles were this big. So that's one reason I love virtual, right? It's that we kind of level the playing field.
Yeah, we're kind of kindred spirits in that way, because when I was a young lad, I hit 6'5", I think, when I was like in 8th grade or something like that. But all through high school, I didn't weigh any more than 170 pounds. So, I could turn sideways and be invisible. And that was good because I could hide from people. But I was painfully thin as well as being freakishly tall. So I understand.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When I was in 11th grade, I was voted most unique. But then when I was in 12th grade, they added the category of tallest. And they demoted me to that one.
Yeah.
They just added more specificity to the type of uniqueness.
Fantastic. PJ, you son of a bitch. How you doing?
What's going on, brother?
You drinking Irish tonight?
Right now it's a little bit of whiskey and fruit punch, and then after that it's going to be a little bit of whiskey and ginger ale.
There you go.
My go-to.
Yeah, I'll have to try the ginger ale. The root beer has been my thing lately.
Jameson ginger ale is my go-to.
Nice. So what are you up to lately, PJ? We haven't talked for a while.
Let's see. I've been super busy with Hot Breath. Me and Joel have been working on some things behind the scenes. Obviously, I can't take any credit for it because it's all him. But he doesn't do it all by himself. But it's his baby.
Yeah.
But he has a lot. He has garnered and he's earned the respect of so many comics that we just I mean, you mentioned Hot Breath before as far as podcasts.
Yes.
Like you either got to be you got to be in Rampantly, you got to be in Hot Breath, or you got to be patiently waiting for shows.
What, PJ? You're fading.
I signed on to my laptop to see if it worked better.
Well, if I put you on both, we're gonna make an echo chamber that is like you've never heard. So let's try something here. How about that? How about that? I like you on the other one.
My dream.
Oh, cloned PJs. Can you hear me?
Dude, PJ Keats.
I like you this way better. I love these painful silences. This is great. This
Is
is
this
just like
working?
the first time you were on.
Oh,
No,
no.
I'm seeing myself freeze. Ah, man. Are you still on StreamYard, or what's going on, man?
No, this is Restream. So the long story short is I hate Restream, but they did a 50% off sale for life on Black Friday, so I took them up on it so I can save $25 a month because I'm not made of money, baby.
Oh, okay, that's why. Oh, yeah. So yeah, get rid of laptop.
You should change
PJ,
that.
and we'll just go back to.
No, you're looking good. You're sounding good.
Oh, was
PJ,
I?
I think we're on a show together.
Oh, phenomenal. So let's leave that going.
We're on a roast show, aren't we?
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh man, now you're making me dizzy.
I don't know about that angle.
Oh,
Mhm.
so the camera's coming. The camera is coming from my phone, and the microphone is coming from my computer. How is my experience? It's asking me. I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna skip that question. You actually took the character that I wanted.
Oh yeah,
I was very bummed out because that was
I'm
going to
sorry.
be John McClane.
yeah. I'm not going to give it to you because I already got stuff worked out. So
I'm sure you do.
yeah.
I'm a big diehard fan, and I can't wait to see what you come up with, and also I can't wait to roast you, man.
Yeah, I'm going to come at you.
Roasting this voice, being Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh. So like all my entire roast has to be at that octave.
That's great. You're going to have a sore throat.
Wow.
So is this roast something that we're going to?
Honey.
Yeah. Thanks, sweetheart. Is this roast something that we're going to like broadcast live or something, or is this just for us?
It'll be live.
Okay.
It'll be just like, did you watch the Bob Jorgensen roast?
No.
Okay. It'll be live. It'll be on Facebook Live, and it'll be on Zoom. So there'll be a lot of hot breath people watching on Zoom, and it will be recorded.
Excellent. Cool. I haven't paid a lot of attention because I'm just all hyped up for the Holly Jolly Comedy Jamboree with comedians from across the world that Dan's putting on, and I haven't prepared for yet. But you know, I'll just show up and say words and be done. That's the way everything goes.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Same thing. Show up, say words, and be done.
That's the way it's supposed to go.
Virtual comedy, right?
So I gotta say that I am thinking ahead because 2020 was not good, and it's really still not good. There's a good chance I won't be able to see my kids at all or my grandson for Christmas, so that sucks. So I'm looking ahead to 2021 and trying to think positively. And I just wanted to get with you guys and ask what your hopes and dreams are for 2021. And I'm not going to go to a certain person, just anybody blurt out. Talk about what you want to happen in 2021.
Stage shows.
What was it? Did you say paid shows?
It shows.
No,
Stage shows.
stage.
Oh, stage. Okay.
shows. That's what I want.
Yeah, I feel that.
Getting
Live
back on
comedy.
stage. What about you?
Dan,
I'm hoping. I mean, I want live comedy. Obviously, I mean, there's some live comedy where I'm at. I mean, I'm in the real Midwest where we don't care about COVID. I mean, I guess the state I live in is a little more cautious about it, but all the states around us don't care. South Dakota, North Dakota, Iowa, all these places, pretty much everything's still open. So I could go do comedy if I wanted to live, but I've been more cautious. But but I'm hoping to get back out there more because I'm working on putting together the time to do an album. That's what I'm trying to do. That's my goal for 2021. I did Dry Bar in October, and hopefully that'll come out sometime in next year. So I want to have other content out there. So when that comes out, people want to look me up. There'll be stuff out there.
Yeah, that's great. And I'm in Indiana, which I think is probably the worst state for being nice during COVID and doing what you're supposed to do. I went to the store today because Sarah says hi, but I don't see her in the thing.
Nope, we see you.
No, I think she's starting to show up. But I see your name, Sarah, but I don't see you.
Is there? All I'm seeing is the online Jolly Jamboree right now.
Yeah. What are you seeing? Because
I've
had that up for a while.
I'm still seeing it.
Wow.
It warned me that I'm seeing a lot of Sarah McPeck comments.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I can't figure out how to get rid of.
Well, anywho, so I went to the store today, and Indiana is like the worst. I think one day we had the second largest increase in COVID cases in the nation. And I went to the store, and you're supposed to wear masks. And this dude it doesn't look like he even had a mask on his person. And I walked past him. I kind of gave him a look, and that's just what I do. I give people looks because that's the way I am. And yeah, Sarah, I'm still just seeing your name. What the hey? I'm sorry. I don't know why that's not working, Sarah. But so I saw him. I went to another aisle to get my 5 Diet Pepsis for $10. And then I'm coming around the aisle, and I almost hit him because he's coming around the aisle really fast. And I said, "Excuse me." And he said, "Fuck you."
Oh, geez.
Because he didn't like me wearing that mask. So that was an experience I had. So I said, "Cash me outside, baby." And no, I didn't. I got my Pepsi, and I got my water softener salt, and I got out of there. Joli, talk to me.
Wow.
What are your hopes and dreams for 2021?
That's a great question. I feel like this whole year has been such a fascinating purgatory. And I am keeping my finger on the pulse of major cities, but I'm out here quarantined in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I have been hoping to go back to a major city. I share the sentiment that I am excited for live shows to reopen. In the same vein, though, I think it's been really wonderful how we've created a virtual community with comedians. And I know that there are many people who have lifted themselves up through the virtual stuff in ways that they couldn't have in brick and mortar establishments where they live for whatever reason. So I really hope that we can continue to socialize people to getting entertainment virtually to some degree, because I know that everyone in the country knows what Zoom is now. And, we're really, I'm investing effort in helping people who produce virtual mics. And I love the potential for that. Really thrills me and is great. So it's going to be a happy balance.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing all the old people frolicking in the streets once they get the vaccine.
You're talking about me now.
I think that this world is really calibrated for the elderly. I think that we often forget about them in pop culture. And I think it's going to be nice that they're the first ones to be able to roam free again if they so choose.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
And that's that's what we want to do. We want to get out there and do stuff. I got to say that the thing I missed most is I miss performing. I miss going to shows and I miss all that, but I really miss going to like rock shows that are just filled with a whole bunch of people younger than me, and my wife and I are the oldest people in the group, and we're the ones standing in the back watching everybody just dance around and have a great time. I really miss the music part. That's the big thing for me. But yeah, I really, everybody I've talked to is pretty much in consensus in saying that the online stuff is still going to be around and it's not going to go away completely. And especially like open mics and bigger shows that have like a headliner, somebody, LA or whatever, they are just all over the place and doing very well. So I think that that is going to be a big thing even after we can go out and do stuff. Sarah, was the computer not working for you?
No, I'm back on my phone, so we'll just.
That's cool. You sound great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So do you.
If you turn it sideways, you'll have the whole, because that's what I'm doing. I'm coming from my phone too.
Okay.
Your phone looks great, PJ. I may start using my phone for my camera.
This is a very expensive phone. I got it for free, and now I pay an extra $30 on my phone plan for about 60 years.
60 years to pay for that. That's great.
But you know what? It shoots a hell of a video.
Yeah.
The iPhone 11, because they just came out with the 12. So the iPhone 11 Pro, phenomenal. Like,
yeah. I'm
not going to say any more because they're not paying me, but it's a great comedy tool.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm an Android guy, so.
That was the hardest part.
Same.
Switching from, I've been an Android guy my whole life. And I finally just saw the potential.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as like getting on stage, having just a tripod, a phone, and just recording your sets the way they come out, and then being able to edit right from there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, I'm glad you're happy with that, PJ, because you being happy is all I'm worried about.
Aw, I think you know what I think. I had a sneaking suspicion. And,
okay, Sarah missed the intro, so let's give Sarah an opportunity to do an intro, and I want to make everybody a little bit bigger here. Let's do it that way. Yeah, Sarah.
Make us all bigger.
Sarah, tell me all about you. We did one thing together, and that's all I know.
Okay. Well, I am Sarah McPeck. I am everyone's favorite lesbian in Minneapolis. I self-titled myself that. Or the Twin Cities. I think I can go over the Mississippi.
Wow.
I produced a lot of queer comedy shows and run a couple open mics and some monthly shows. I just started the Wednesday night comedy hour at Sisyphus Brewery, and then we got shut down, which is cool. So here I am.
Yeah. Well, it's great to have you. We were actually on a thing that Dan does where we work out jokes.
Yes.
And I don't remember what it's called, Dan. What's it called?
Renewed.
Yes, Renewed.
I haven't done it in a little while, but yeah, that's.
And I thought I thought you were nice, so I invited you on this thing, and I'm glad that you were able to connect because connections are important these days.
Oh, for sure.
Especially internet connections. I have a new modem coming my way because my modem is crapping out on me on a fairly regular basis. So my modem will be here tomorrow. I just love saying modem. Does anybody else like saying modem?
It's probably going to get obsolete eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually.
But not.
Love on the modem.
not only modem, but your connections on like your literal connections, but your connections to people has been, I really think, look, my first open mic was in January 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And just the people I've met online and the Zoom shows that I've done, I feel like I've slammed like 3 years worth of stage shows I would have been able to in the past year. So I really think that like the pandemic generation of comedy that we are we got like a step ahead, because I know somebody in every state.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Isn't that, it's incredible. If the pandemic never happened, I'd just be hanging out with people from Massachusetts and Connecticut.
Yeah. And you know, we kind of, for some reason, we kind of connected, and we're kind of like these spiritual buds. And I feel like if I see you, if I see you in real life, it's going to be a great big hug, and then I'm going to try to get my tongue in your gauge. I'm going to see if my tongue will go through the gauge.
Oh, it does.
And
It totally will.
If I can do that, I'm going to call it a win.
You gotta take pictures. One of the showrunners that I work with Rampantly actually did meet PJ, and they called me on the phone to tell me that they were together, and all I asked was that they would take a picture. And those two men sat in PJ's backyard for 2 hours, and there's no photographic evidence.
It was so dark.
You're gonna put your tongue in the hole. Just press record first, please. Do us a favor.
There, you know, PJ needs to make sure there's no photographic evidence of a lot of things. So,
yeah, I believe that too.
He likes to stay offline when it comes to being photographed when he's not in his house. There's a lot of copper coming up missing in his area, so you know you got to watch out. This is a point in the show that I really enjoy. It's called Rosacea Check. So yeah, I have some really bad rosacea, and when I drink, it gets super bad. And yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out. It's on my cheeks and not on my nose so much. So yeah, as the night goes on, I will be a red beacon similar to this. I hopefully look like this by the end of the night, and that means I've had a good night. So we talked about, Sarah, before you came on, we talked about what our hopes and dreams are for 2021, since 2020 wasn't that great. Do you have any hopes and dreams for 2021?
I hope to continue my pursuit of happiness.
That's a good answer.
I have no expectations anymore. I have come to understand that expectations are just tomorrow's resentments.
Oh, that's pretty spot on.
Yeah,
for sure.
I've got a few resentments, and you know, one of the things that I've noticed, and I always thought Dan was just really one of those middle of the road okay guys, and he's got an edge to him. He's getting on these Facebook groups showing his edge, and that's kind of a nice side to see of him, because he asked on a particular Facebook group if anybody thought about what they post before they post it, because
I saw that.
Yeah, because people in the industry actually look. And the funny thing is I don't think anything before I post. I just type a bunch of words and hit send.
Huevos, sir. Huevos.
If anybody's in that displaced comedians group, you know that a lot of people don't think about what they post.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and those people also don't like to be told to think about anything.
I know they don't.
But you learn who not to book. That's definitely something that
between me and displaced.
I've actually I've not once posted in there anything that I book, even my podcast, and Nico, the guy who runs it, is like hit me up and he's like, hey, you know, you can post this stuff in the group, and I'm just like, no, I can't because
Yeah.
I know what's in the group,
And Nico's such a great guy too.
I know. I feel so
Nico
bad
is
for
so
Nico.
amazing. It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Oh, I have
So
nothing. Oh
we
no,
gotta
no,
make
no.
that
I know
clear
nothing
because
against
Nico's
Nico.
so
Nico's
awesome.
great.
It's just
In fact, Nico and I just had a conversation earlier because he was just like he's getting pretty, it's a lot of work to be an admin for a Facebook group, and then the fact that this Facebook group has grown like just crazy. He's got almost 5,000 members in this group, so
Mhm.
it's hard to monitor when it's just one person.
Yeah,
But-
and I have to say that, when you take a percentage of any type of person, even a comic, first off, there's a lot of people in the Displaced group that call themselves comics that have never actually performed stand-up comedy, but that's another story. But there are a lot of folks that it's real easy to find out where they're coming from as far as, oh gosh, being racist, homophobic, just generally bad people. So
Yep.
it's that comes out pretty quick.
That it does.
I have no idea what this secret comedy group is. What is
So
this
it's not really.
Protect
but-
yourself.
Yeah.
We're clearly getting good opportunities independently. So
At the beginning of the
Yeah.
pandemic, somebody set up a Facebook group that's dedicated to virtual comedy. It's called Displaced Comedians. And so
maybe I'm on it. I have no idea. I'll
yeah,
have to
it's
look.
very possible. There's like almost 5,000 members, but the whole idea was to
Okay.
get people to help, so they could connect and do each other's virtual shows, which is a great idea. But yeah, there's a lot of just people that post a lot of negative, unneeded stuff.
we get on stage.
And that's
Oh
saying
my
it
God.
mildly.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'll totally vouch for this pandemic. Jolie, help me out.
Yeah. The pandemic.
the stands of that group, I've heard call it the Panda Mike.
Pandemic.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
And Panda
I
is
love
the name of
pandas.
Rachel, the host's cat. So I say pandemic, but I've only been in maybe 4 or 5 of them.
But I can vouch.
Real
for
stand
the-
say
I can
pandemic.
vouch for the admin.
Oh yeah.
I did I did the Panda Mic one time very early on, and I just haven't been back. It's really hard for me to do stuff. So
For sure.
you gotta click on things and put your name in and stuff
That's a
like
comment.
that.
Right, you gotta like move your finger like that.
Ugh,
It's like
yeah.
the more you get
Come on.
socialized to socializing like this, the less
Ugh.
you have to move at all. We're just becoming vegetative, but we're creating a neural network all across the country.
I love how you say
Comics.
that like it's such an easy thing. Like you So
No.
great. But pandemic, rampantly and hot breath is really like hot breath is the one you want to go to if you just want positivity, because any kind of non-positive things are just you're gone. If you talk down on another comic, you're out. Rampantly is where you want to go if you want to tell stuff you wouldn't tell your mother.
You mean Blue Mike, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. But Blue Mike is rampantly.
Wow.
You're the heart and soul of rampantly.
It's yeah, I guess to a degree. We're trying
Stop being
to
humble.
become
What
a
are
little
you
more
doing,
polished.
Stop being humble. You're
We're gonna
killing
unify
it,
the
bro.
houses. We'll see.
God just keeps
See what
like
we can
taking
do.
himself out, putting himself back in. He's clearly has no control of his ship.
He's toggling. Hope Sarah's okay.
Yes, it looks like she froze up.
No, I can see it. Wednesday is absolutely the best wordplay I've heard all
Shit.
night.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good venue too where they have it.
There he is.
Can you hear me now?
It's in Minneapolis.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
if you
could.
turn your video off and then back on, it'll
I
reset.
did
Come back?
that. That's what I had to do. This is more like an ad for like every
I would
other
mute your
stream.
Right.
mute your
Got to get it
camera.
right so we can start teaching audience how to use it. It's up to us.
Oh shit.
Scott lost his audio. Oh.
All right.
Joe, what would
Yes,
this show be without technical difficulties? Because I
Well, it
lost.
wouldn't be a live show.
It wouldn't be. The first time I was on the show, I was using like really, really, really slow internet, and I had to when he asked me questions, I had to write them down on a piece of paper, and everybody had to read them, and it was pretty silly, but
Yeah, I know.
that was
StreamYard.
StreamYard.
Yeah, well, I like StreamYard better than this, whatever this is.
I kind